DJ SharpMC. Back on the track.
So I want to drop a beat, and I'm going to try to do it mute mix arranger style. Let's find some beats. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, that's really good right there.
Hands in the air! Oh yeah! I got your crib number! Work it out.
All right, just going through some sounds. Oh, that's pretty fresh right there. Maybe we'll use that.
Turn off your TV.
This is why we don't ever. Can you hear?
Turn off your. All you gotta.
No sounds? That's it? All right, what about the other pad? I think I like that first beat. That's pretty good. All right. I think I got one more pad. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So I think that first one was the best. Where's it at? Was it here? That one? I forgot where it was. I don't remember where.
Can you hear me?
All right, so maybe we'll go with this one. All right, so let's see. There's the beat. Let's see what tempo it is. Drum loop. Oh, I can't see the tempo. Oh, that's ghetto. Oh, can I see it on sample edit? 140. 140? It doesn't sound like a 140. All right, so let's record it at 140. Maybe it's half a beat, it's 70. So let's try, actually, yeah, let's try 70 since it doesn't sound like a 140. Actually, let's see if we can use the time stretch to figure out what the BPM is. So time stretch, it says 35, so usually it's half as much, so it's a 70. See, easy. So we'll put this on 70. I don't know why they listed it at 140. Maybe I got to figure out why sometimes it's double, sometimes it's half, but I think it's a 70. So we're going to try 2-bar 70 and see if it records all of it. So we're going to put it on note on so we can control it. And I think, I don't think I need to do mute groups or anything, so we're just going to record it as is. 3, 4. Oops, got to hold it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if it loops okay. All right. So it sounds like it's looping okay. All right, so we'll make that the first loop. And that's actually a drum loop, so I probably should call it a drum loop. Drum loop. See, I guess I can't spell, but that's all right. I know which one you are. Let's save it. Well, I should check and see how much I loaded. Oh, I only loaded a little bit, so that's okay. All right, so we got the drum loop going. And then I liked those pianos and synth sounds. That one sounds kind of slow. That one sounds pretty good. I don't think these go. Oh, I wanted to put that in there. So let's figure this one out. So that one is it's just a pad sound, but it shows 125. So let's go ahead and do a time stretch on it just to see what happens. So it's that sound. And then we'll hit process time stretch. It shows 31 and we want it to be 70. So I think it's actually like a 62 because you double it. So we'll make this a 70 just to be on the same BPM that we have. And we'll make it exactly 70. So hopefully the sound will stay exactly the same as we heard it. I don't know if it will. It's a little faster, but anyway, we'll try to drop it. All right, here we go. 2, 3, 4. I think I'm gonna pitch it up or pitch it down. Maybe I'll transpose it. All right, so it looped okay. That's like a back sound. But I think I'm gonna pitch it. So let's try to pitch it from this menu using the fine tune on the pad. So let's try it, find a good sound for it. Actually, it's impacting the sound quite a bit. So maybe I'll do the broader tone adjust and hopefully we can make it work. So I wonder if I should do it from here. Yeah, let's try to do it from there. All right, let's try that. Oh, it sounds out of tune now. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it as is for now. And to me, it sounds a little bright, like just a little bit too high for this beat. I think I need something lower. Maybe that. So we'll take that sound and let's tune it down. Let's tune it down one more. Yeah, I kind of like that. So it's a little slow, but let's go ahead and do the same thing that we just did. So there's the sound. And let's check it and see what it shows. So we go to sample edit and it just shows 88. So it might be 88 BPM. I don't know for sure. It says 88. So let's do process. It shows 20, which means it's probably at 40 times 2, so it might be at 80. So it might be at 88, but we need to get it to 70. So I'm going to put it at 70, and let's see if it works all right. So we'll put that on 70. Then we'll play it here. I don't know if that's long enough, but let's just play it out and see if it works. 3, 4. All right, let's see if it loops okay. Sounds like it's a little fast. Well, at least the loop is clean, so it's kind of like a lead sound. This beat is sounding a little slower than I like, but for now, let's just keep those two parts and find some other pieces. So we got some more sounds loaded. Maybe we'll bring in another drum beat just to have a secondary drum track. So let's check the what this one says. That's the beat. It says mix beat, and looks like it doesn't have a BPM. Oh, BPM 70. Okay, cool. So maybe it'll go right over the top. So we'll try to play it right over the top. 2, 3, 4. It almost sounds exactly the same. It'd be funny if I did the exact same drum loop. Let's try it. Then let's try the other one. Oh, it's close. So we'll switch it up. It's not exactly the same. All right, cool. So it's the second loop. It's a little bit different, but not much. So this will be drum loop 2. All right, cool. So then let's get some more sounds. Do we have any more sounds here? Nope. What about here? Oh, we can bring in this hi-hat piece. So this hi-hat piece, what is it at? It's at 140. So it sounded like it would go. Let's try to record it straight and see what happens. It might be too short or it might not work, but we'll just try it. What drum loop is playing? The first drum loop is playing. Okay, so we'll take it. I don't think I put the other one on note on, so that's going to probably come back and haunt me, but for now we'll put this one on note on. All right, so we'll record these hi-hats. 2, 3, 4. I think I hit the pad too early. Now it goes. I think it goes. It's a little hat loop. We'll test it in a second, but I think it actually goes. I'm trying to make this a short video, but I don't know if it's going to end up being short because I wanted to show how to make all the tracks and then mute mix them so it's like an arranger mode. But let's see if that goes with the second one. I think it goes. Just take it out. Oh, I said take it out. Sounds like it's still there. Oh, it's not that much. It's a pretty subtle hat loop. All right, cool. I like it. All right, so let's save. We got the hat loops. And let's keep the first beat going. Let's keep the hat loop going for now. And I feel like I need some more sounds. So let's just go quickly get a couple kits just so we have some extra beats. And I think for my kits, what do I have in my MPC ONE projects? Oh, nope. How about my beats? Here we go. Let's do a chill trap maybe. No, not a house. Where's my chill trap? Chill. That. that. And that. And then maybe one more. We'll do that. So that'll give us a bunch of drum kits that we could bring in. Okay, so now, I don't think I brought any bass stuff in, so maybe I gotta find a bass that goes with that drum setup. So let's see what we got. Oh, that sounds like 808. It's pretty low. Let's see what else we got. That sounds almost exactly the same. That doesn't go. I don't know if that goes. Oh, I think I got something. That sounds like it goes. 3, 4. Pretty weak melody, but I don't like that one. All right, so I think I got a different pattern. Let's try to lay it out. All right, I think that works. It's a little high, but maybe I can do an effect on. I want to do effect on the whole program. I wonder if you can do effects across 4 or 5 pads. I guess now would be a good time to find out. So let's go to Program Edit. Let's come up here. Let's pick multiple pads. This one, this one, this one, and this one. Let's close. So it's going to affect all 4 pads. Let's do effects. Let's see if I can put an effect on 4 pads at once. And let's do harmonics. Let's do distortion amp. All right, let's see if it works on all 4. Nope, it only works on that one. So the other way to do it would be to do it on the whole program. Oh, I can do it on the track. All right, so let's take it off here. So delete, and then I'll try to put it on this track. So to put it on the track, you hit this part, you bring up the velocity, you click here, you hit add new. Oh, it's an effect. I don't think I can add effects to the, let's see if we can, I don't know if I can add effects here to the whole program, not the whole program, the track. And I can't do it here. So let's go back. Let's go back. I don't know how to add it to the track. So normally what you would do is you would pick this one, then hit Program Edit, then hit Effects, come up here, go to Insert Effects, which I think is the bottom of harmonics, insert XY effect, select, then go to the effect, come up here. You don't have a lot of choices. Tape stop, ring mod, phaser, bandpass. Let's try ring mod. We'll enable the ring mod, go back to here, then go back to main, come back to the grid, tap here, add new to the track, nope, to the pad, insert XY. Insert XY, enable, then draw it, and then I can draw it like that. I can't even tell if it really did anything. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'll undo that, go back to main, go back to these individual sounds, hit Program Edit, come back here, tap there, and I think I was using distortion, right? Distortion amp, I think it was. So distortion amp on that one. This one, double effect, distortion amp. This one, effect, distortion amp. This one, oops, distortion amp for this one. This one needs distortion amp, select. So they all have distortion amp. Put it back on current. This one doesn't sound as distorted. That sounds really distorted. That doesn't sound that distorted. Distortion amp, select. All right, let's see how it sounds normal. All right, I think that's... So I don't like this beat, so I'll save it for something else. And let's go back to maybe our 808s for the next one. That sounds really grimy. That sounds basic. That sounds like an 808. Well, why don't I just go to my plugins? So let's do browse. Let's do my F9 instruments and bring in some 808 basses. So let's load that one. Let's load that one. Load that one. And then just to have some different sounds, maybe we'll bring in, what's this? We'll bring in that one. That definitely won't be part of it. And then I think I got some more instruments in essential instruments. Is this essential instruments? Essential instruments. So there's another bass there. Another bass there. Okay, I loaded a bunch of 808 basses. Probably too many. How much memory am I at? Oh, I'm at half memory. I'll check to see where we are on time. We're at 30 minutes. So it's already longer than I want, but this will be a close-up where we're trying to show doing something like this kind of arrangement where you have the sections done horizontally. All right, so let's find an 808. Oh, it's a plug-in. It's not a plug-in, it's an instrument. So then go to pads, go to notes. Why are you all high, dude? Go down. All right, so let's actually, let's see if I got any progressions that'll work. So I got a ton of progressions. Classic, gospel, guitar, house, jazz, keys. Let's see, guitar. Okay, let's see what happens if we do guitar acoustic 1. Bring it down. Bring it down one more. All right, so let's see what happens. They don't sound that varied. Let's try chromatic. Let's bring it up. Bring it up one more. Sounds pretty basic. Let's try a different instrument. Let's try another instrument. Don't like that. Don't like that. Sounds like reggae. Don't like that. One trick that I saw was you can take your kick. Oh, but my kick's a drum loop. I was going to say take my kick and use it, make a duplicate of it to use for the bass, but it's not notes. It's actually a sample, so that probably won't work. I wonder if I can take the sample and run it through a filter. Well, anyway, I think I just got to try to wig a bass beat, or actually I think I can try Patriator or ARP first. Yeah, let's try ARP first. That'll be my last resort. So I'll try ARP patterns. Oh, maybe that'll go. So it goes. Maybe faster. No, that's too fast. All right, so we're going to just try to figure something out. Here we go. All right, so I'll just keep that as the bass. It's pretty weak, but maybe I can just put it in the background so it won't bother nobody. Bass 2. So let's see, we got bass 2, we got bass there. This one, what does this one sound like again? Oh yeah, I remember that. All right, so I'm not liking those beats, but let's see what else we got in our kit that maybe we can enhance this track with. So let's do champagne. What other sounds we have? Oh, maybe I can do that. Those are kind of long, so let's put them on note on. All right, so let's drop these. That's nice. That's a nice little groove. Little synth groove. Why is this? That's why. Just get something going, dude. I don't want to take too long. Synth groove. So I like that. It's not super fancy, but it's a little better than the bass. All right, so let's find another sound. That's pretty good. What else we got? All right, so I think I'm going to drop those. All right, so we'll drop something with these. Is my bass still on? Nope, my bass not on. All right, so we'll try to drop a pattern here. Actually, you need to... All right, let's try to figure something out. 2, 3, 4. All right, I kind of like that. That's like a little bit of a lead pattern. I don't even know if it'll go with the other beat. Let's save. Then let's check it real quick. Because I don't want to make this a long video. I was just trying to show doing a horizontal arrangement. So what I'll do is I'll get a few tracks down, then we'll copy them across the whole sequence, and then we'll do a mute mix to try to arrange them, and then go back through the piano grid roll and decide if we're going to move stuff, because that's what I really want to show. So let's check it real quick. So that sounds, I think it's too distorted, that bass. So I'm going to go back to the bass sound, which I have 2 basses or I have 1 bass? Yeah, I have 2 basses, but this one, this first bass, I think the effect isn't helping. So let's go to effects on this one, and let's turn it off for right now. Turn that one off, turn that one off, turn that one off, and then try it again. All right, so I think we'll keep it that way for now. Turn the basses off, turn the lead pads off, and maybe we'll just add some quick vocals, and then I'll show you the mix, horizontal mixing that I wanted to show. So let's make this a vocal track, vocal. And I loaded some stabs, some vocal stabs. Let's find them.
Hands in the air! Oh yeah! I got your crib number! Work it out.
Didn't I load some?
Can you hear me?
Thought I loaded some more sounds. Doesn't sound like it.
All you gotta do is just listen up. Turn off your TV. This is why we don't ever blink.
All right, so I think these sounds, the two I just played, this is why we don't ever blink. This one, process. Come on, dude. Still got my tape on my screen. Not delete, discard. Process, discard the extras, do it. So
This is why we don't ever blink.
and we'll slow it down.
This is why we don't ever blink.
So let's listen to it again.
This is why we don't ever blink.
So we'll keep that sound.
Turn off your TV.
Where'd it go?
Turn off.
This is why we don't ever blink.
So I got that one, and then this one,
All you gotta do.
this one here. So we'll do the same thing. Let's discard, do it,
All you gotta do is just listen up.
and we'll tone it down.
All you gotta do is just listen up.
Maybe we'll start.
All you gotta do is just listen up.
We'll do it like that. All right, so I got two vocals. Let's try to drop them over the top.
All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink. All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink. All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink. All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink.
So that first one,
This is why we
not
don't.
that one,
All you gotta do
This
is
one.
just listen up.
it sounds too fast. So I'm going to have to figure out how to slow it down. Can I do it by BPM?
All you gotta do is just listen up.
Or do I have to do it by time stretch? So warp.
Turn off your TV.
All you gotta do is just listen up.
All right, so let's try it at a 113.
All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink.
So that one,
This is why we don't ever
let's go a
blink.
little faster.
This is why we don't. This is why we don't ever. This is why we don't ever blink. This is why we don't ever blink. This is why we don't ever blink.
All right, so listen to them, adjust it. Both of them.
All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink. All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink.
All right, so I think I fixed both of those. Then I got some more vocals. We'll add one more alternate. This will be V2. V2, do it. Okay, and then here, I think I have some vocals here. Nope. I had some more vocals somewhere. Where do I have those vocals? On the first one?
Hands in the air! Oh yeah! I got your crib number! Work it out.
So I think we'll do this.
Oh yeah!
We'll drop that one time. Maybe we'll drop it with the other beat playing. Oh no, because I do it on one pad, so we're gonna have to make it unique. All right, so we're gonna just drop it unique.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
So it sounds a little bit late, and let's try to let's try to edit the sound first. We'll bring it to start sooner, and maybe tune it back a little.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
So I need to adjust just the second part. Can I pitch? I think I can just pitch this one. I think I can just pitch this one. I don't need you to loop.
Yeah!
So if we want to process, discard, pitch it down, do it.
Yeah!
So let's listen to the whole thing pitched. Hopefully I didn't do it too much.
Oh yeah!
All right, I think I'm gonna keep it as that. It's a little grimy, but I don't have time to fix it because we're at 36 minutes and I wanted to make this a short video. All right, so we got the sound, so let's listen to it.
Oh yeah!
All right, so we got the vocals, we got the other pieces. So now I'm gonna show, we'll add one more track, something else, one more sound, and then I'm gonna show you what I was trying to do. What do we got? Maybe we'll add a snare, some kind of snare arrangement. All right, so that's my little effect sound. That's kind of cool. I got room for one more. Let's find a different kit. Maybe we'll bring that in. A different vocal. Cool. All right, so then the other thing I was going to show you is trying to make this a linear arrangement. So I'm going to save. Then we're going to do the mute mix as a linear arrangement. So what I typically do is I come up here. I always have like a working sequence that I use to build everything on, and then I make a new sequence that I call like the mix or the song. So the second one is called a mix, and then I increase the bars by doubling it so all the tracks are across the whole song. So 2, 4, 6, 8, what's that? 64. 64 is perfect for the demo. So now it's going to be 64 bars long, the whole thing. So if you look at it, it's going to look like this. So this will be the whole arrangement. And the whole sequence will put a track on each layer, or at least a track on each separate line. So now I come here, I add one more sequence that I call my mix that I'm going to do my mutes on. So if I decide I want to do different mutes, I can do them. And I'm going to add an additional program so I don't like overwrite my other programs, my other drum programs. So now all of this is set. I'm going to save. And so now I'm going to go to here and I'm going to go through and I'm going to build the whole song horizontally, or at least the first version of it. And I think for the first version, I'll just drop the background and we'll just try to layer it piece by piece. So let's just record and we're just going to go for it. I think I'm going to start that over because having those two at the same time already doesn't vibe. So I'm just going to hit re-record and I'm going to restart that whole first sequence. we'll do like 8 bars. All right, so we got the whole thing laid out. I'm gonna save it. So now I got my first version. So now I'm gonna drop some, I'm gonna come here, increment this by 1 and mix, this will be mix A. I'm just gonna do it like that. And then if we look at it, it should all be recorded, not mix A. It should all be recorded on the other track, mix normal. Where's my sounds? My sounds recorded? I can't see it. All right, we'll find it later. Let's make sure it recorded. Oh, is it on mute? All right, let's check, make sure recorded. All right, so recorded. All right, so then we'll go to the second piece, and I'm gonna drop the vocals. So for the vocals, I got 2 or 3 different patterns. So we're just gonna bring them in and see where to drop them. And here you could also like change stuff if you want to change it. So you put on overdub so you don't record over what you had. And since it's on the other track, you probably wouldn't record it anyway, but I'm just making sure. So we're going to drop some vocals.
All you gotta do is just listen up. All you gotta do is just listen up. All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink. All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink. All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! This is why we don't ever blink. Oh yeah! This is why we don't ever blink. All you gotta do is just listen up. All you gotta do is just listen up. All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink. This is why we don't ever blink. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! All you gotta do is just listen up. All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink. This is why we don't ever blink. Oh yeah! This is why we don't ever blink. All you gotta do is just listen up.
And this will be the end.
All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink.
All right, so that's the whole track. Let's save it. So now I got all those pieces. So if I wanted to go back and add some more, like I think I'm going to go through and drop some. Let's see where I'm at. This is 16. That's 15. I'm going to do maybe some improv drum over the back. On this one, some improv drum. So let's get a drum kit. Find a drum kit we like. Not that one. All right, so I'm gonna do some improv drums over the back of the whole track. So here goes my improv drums.
All you gotta do is just listen up. All you gotta do is just listen up. All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink. All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! All you gotta do is just listen. listen up. This is why we don't ever blink. All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink. Oh yeah! This is why we don't ever blink. Oh yeah! This is why we don't ever blink. All you gotta do is just listen up. All you gotta do is just listen up. All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink. This is why we don't ever blink. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! All you gotta do is just listen up. All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink. This is why we don't ever blink. Oh yeah! This is why we don't ever blink. All you gotta do is just listen up. All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink.
All right, so that's the whole track. And now if you want to like adjust it, you come to song mode, you add the one track which is mix. So record, mix. So now this will be in song mode. You come up here to convert to sequence. You convert it to a sequence, include the muted tracks, hit do it. And now when you come back and you come here and you come to the third one, you should have the whole song laid out horizontally. It's kind of hard to see, but this is like the whole thing separated by all the parts, including all the mutes. And if I play it, this should be it. So y'all, let's, I think I'll zoom it so you can watch it go by.
Check it out. This is gonna be the beat.
All you gotta do is just listen up. All you gotta do is just listen up. All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink. All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink. All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink. Oh yeah! This is why we don't ever blink. This is why we don't ever blink. All you gotta do is just listen up. All you gotta do is just listen up. All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink. This is why we don't ever blink. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! All you gotta do is just listen up. All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink. This is why we don't ever blink. This is why we don't ever blink. All you gotta do is just listen up. All you gotta do is just listen up. This is why we don't ever blink.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes.
See you next time. SharpMC.
Peace.